super genialen Gig von Niño und nach 2 leider gescheiterten Anläufen habe ich es jetzt doch geschafft, dass die Jungs bei mir sind. So hi Niño, how are you after your gig?
We're absolutely thrilled, feeling absolutely amazing to be here today with you guys.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, the Summer Breeze Festival was absolutely warm to us, and the energy that went back and forth was incredible. We enjoyed it as much as everyone else that was here to enjoy music.
Okay, wow, you too? So good impression for you at stage?
How can you not feel amazing? There's beautiful weather, you know, and beautiful concert. It's amazing, and the crowd was
fucking hot gigs there.
Oh, we can say fuck, fucking hardcore. It was fucking amazing.
Do you know other words like fucking? Because your singer always says fucking, and I want to hear another word for it.
You know what's funny though? Hold on, before you say anything to him, because of him saying fucking all the time, his little daughter asked him not to curse on this next record. And out of respect and out of his daughter's request, he agreed not to do any curse words on this new record coming up.
So your new record will be very tranquilo.
No, we'll not be tranquilo. We'll just be expressing anger and in a different way.
Not cursing, that's all. And we're not going to church or anything like that. You know, we're just not cursing. We're just not cursing, that's all.
Okay, so you just leave away the fucking word.
Yeah, fucking, fuck. You know, we just leave it for live shows.
So, but it's not your first time at Summer Breeze, or is it?
I think this is our first time at Summer Breeze now. Yeah. Yeah, yes, it is.
We've done bees. It makes us feel fine.
So many bees on here. It's been like summer bees. I'm surprised nobody's got stung by a bee yet. They're all over the place, especially over there by the bus and the stage.
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah. But last week you have been at Wacken too, right?
Yes, we actually began our European festival tour at Wacken.
Yeah. Was there a difference between Wacken and Summer Breeze for you?
Well, I mean, for us, because you know, Wacken was the first show, and you know, Christian was in the hospital prior, and we had to cancel the first 6 shows, and so we were all a little bit nervous that we were gonna able to continue to do the show, to do the tour, and that was the show that kind of was the determining factor, whether we were here to play all the shows or Christian might have fallen off, and because he's got 6 herniated discs and some of them are protruding onto his spine, so it's very difficult for him to come out and tour. But he couldn't stay home. You know, he couldn't give in. It was just too strong for that too.
That's the best drug in the world.
Even if it's not good for us physically.
Even if you're feeling bad, you still have to go out and, you know, we got to do our thing for our fans.
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, your fans will miss you at all. So
we didn't want to disappoint anyone, and we didn't want to disappoint any future fans that were going to be here.
Yeah.
So if you hadn't seen us before, we had to make sure that we were here so that if you didn't know us, now you know.
Yeah, of course. Of course we will. Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh,
so,
this is a beautiful picture.
This
is a beautiful picture. Oh, 2 girls kissing. Wow. But you can see her teeth. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's a live girl kissing a living dead girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the dead kissing the living.
Yeah, so you said something that you don't want to disappoint your fans, of course. So originally your new album,
right?
Yeah, should be published in July, but now it will come out in autumn. I've heard about it.
Well, we're still working. We're just gonna go home right now and do the finishing touches. We've been home working on the record, but we were supposed to be done with the record, but because of Christian's back, we had to kind of like, we lost 2 weeks time because of it, because we didn't know what was happening. We were all scared. We didn't know what was wrong with him. He couldn't walk. He couldn't lay flat. It was just, he was in agony.
Yeah.
So we were very concerned. So we kind of just waited around to see what was going to happen. So we're going to get back home and do the final touches. Probably another week or 2, and album will be done and ready to be out for everyone, hopefully by late October, early November. I think in November, early November here in Europe.
But I think it doesn't matter. So the really important part is not to stop the album without finishing it.
Yes, of course. You know, we're still in the studio working in our album, so it's very cool to come out and then still tour and do our touring and let the fans know that we are coming out with a new album and you know, we're still working, we're still here for them.
It's also the very first album that the band is also going to be self-producing.
Okay.
So it's our first self-produced album where we have complete control of everything. So we're responsible for every single note.
Yeah, perfect.
You know.
So, and you feel good with this?
I feel absolutely great. I think that this will start a new trend for us, and we can self-produce all our records because we all produce other bands when we're home, and so it was nice to do our own band. It's a little different than you know, doing other bands, but it's kind of cool to have that complete control.
Yeah, of course it is.
He's one of the biggest producers in New Jersey. The man right there.
Okay.
He's got his studio in Newark, and he's just starting to get started with bands now. And Christian and I have been right now producing bands for about a year and a half.
Wow, okay.
And we have a little studio happening as well back home in Hoboken, New Jersey, right outside New York City.
Doing the percussion in my studio, so
okay.
I'm very happy,
Oh,
I'm very
your own
proud.
studio,
In my own studio, and nobody's around me.
Percussion's around.
Only percussion, it's all about the percussion. You know, it's very...
Control over this record.
Yes. Everybody have their own control of doing things, you know, and it's really precious to be doing that.
Okay, yeah, of course it is. So, and I'm very interested in you have all different nationalities. So, and for me, it's very interesting to see how different is the influence in your songwriting. Does it matter where you come from? Or?
Well, no, it matters to us. I mean, culture. Even though we all live in America, and you know, we are American citizens. I was born in America. I come from an immigrant family. He's first generation America. You know, Brazilian. Christian is born in Brazil but raised in Venezuela. So, you know, Venezuela was to him his home growing up. Dave was born and raised in Peru. And we have Diego, who's from California, but he's a Mexican from California, Chicano. So, you know, the roots are there. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, California was once part of Mexico.
Yeah, okay, so in which language do you speak with each other? In English or in Spanish? Or?
Well, no, I mean, on our music, we're bilingual. I mean, we have to have a little bit of Spanish. We really enjoy doing something original for music. When we put this together, you know, we did it really for ourselves. To be able, we didn't imagine that it was going to turn into this kind of a career of touring all over the world. And it's been 10 years now since the band has been, you know, doing this, which is pretty amazing to still have the opportunity to share music. Culture, it was our intentions when this band was put together, mixed with the new cultures that we've been introduced and the music that we've loved growing up. But our culture was one of the things that was going to make it interesting, you know, and not so much like you know, the standard way of doing it. We did it for the pure love of music and incorporating different rhythms and introducing metal fans to new ways of doing it.
Yeah. So you don't have any problems in songwriting or in writing the text so that anybody cannot identify himself with some text or not?
No, we've never had any problems. You know, every song that we did, you know, our music is in, you know, it's in
too much songs and too many people wanting to write.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay.
You know, and people understand, you know, and anyway, if we sing in, you know, in Spanish or in English, they still, you know, because we play, you know, sometimes we play, you know, to a Germany crowd, and you see Germany kids singing the Spanish words. You know, even the Spanish words they sing.
Yeah, all over the world.
All over the world. It's like, even in Russia.
We've been talking about going to India later on in the year too, which should be interesting.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, you gave me the point because before yesterday you were in Russia and Moscow. So how was it? Was it very different to here?
It was amazing. Russia, you know, gave us that beautiful feeling. It was just, we went in there and the crowd was so amazing, so warm to us. You know, it was very, very nice to be on stage and see, you know, Russian kids singing the songs. And we're like, wow.
What's the audience like in Russia? I have no imagination about it. Is it very young or very...
it was a mixture of a lot of, you know, because we had a lot of our fans that have been listening to us for years, and a lot of the new generation of fans that have been discovering us in the last year or 2 or 3.
That doesn't mean that we're an old band.
No, it's pretty. Just imagine, you know, being from a place where you don't get too many shows. You know, only now they're beginning to get more shows and get accustomed to it. But you know, you just appreciate it more. You know, and it's very touching to be able to share music and see the emotions going back and forth. It's absolutely insane.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm very jealous to you. Okay, so now I have a very personal question to you, because if I looked around for a little bit information about your band, so I found out that you don't have your own homepage. So every time just a second. Okay. Every time when I click on El Niño, I come to MySpace, and I have to tell you something, because every time when I click on you, I see shoe advertisement directly beside your fucking hot pictures. Okay,
we're
I don't
so
want to
sorry
see
for that.
Shoe advertisement anymore.
We're so sorry for that, though. That's gonna change, though. Before this record comes out.
You need to present boots.
Before this record comes out, there will be no advertising on our page, and it will take you to a real El Niño homepage. And we're gonna do a forum, and you know, and hopefully, and bring the, you know, the message boards back, you know, where fans can actually talk and we can interact with them.
Yeah.
So that's gonna change before this year's out.
Perfect.
And you know, maybe it'll be this coming up. This will be maybe coming up. As soon as you click elniño.com, maybe this picture will come up.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, good idea. Better than
She's biting
shoes.
her lips. Wow. Who cares? It's just two girls kissing.
Okay, so now at the end, do you have any information or something to say to your fans in Germany now?
Well, we're very, very happy to be here, and thank you so much for supporting us throughout the years, and thank you to all the newcomers that have joined on. Welcome aboard. You know, we're happy to keep making music for everyone, and hopefully we can go another 10 years.
Yeah, of course you will. Of course. And can you tell
Yes. Well, cheers. Thank you very much for the fans, and thank you very much for the press to still keep doing this with us. Thank you. We appreciate
Thank you very much,
that.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
very
your
much.
time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.